many of you were here at the panel yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and I gotta make sure I say different things. I gotta make sure I don't contradict myself too. All right, here we go. This man is great, by the way. I couldn't do it without him.
Yeah?
Let's
okay.
go.
Okay. First, I want to thank you. I think we all want to thank you, yeah?
Don't make me have to get up again.
Okay, you've created some amazing characters, and Captain America, you didn't create, but you've done so much for them. What was the decision to reinvent Captain America as such?
Oh, this is a bad one. I didn't invent Captain America. Joe Simon and Jack Kirby invented him a few months
Sorry,
before.
I mean, why did you decide to bring him back?
Ah, yes, I did bring him back. You see, I'm literally very honest. What happened was we had already done most of the Marvel characters, and I was looking for a new one to do. And I remembered Captain America because I had read him when I was young and I loved him. And I said, well, we haven't had him since World War II. How can I bring him back? And then I figured, well, it's easy. He was in a plane, the plane crashed, he ended up in a cake of ice somewhere up north. And as you know, anybody who ends up in a cake of ice lives forever. So some people find him and they chip away the cake of ice and he comes back to life and there you are. That shows how scientific I am. I always have a good scientific reason for everything that happens. And I decided to make him as interesting as I could, that he'd think of himself when he came back to life, sort of as an anachronism. He was in a time he didn't belong in. He didn't know anything about hippies or the drug culture or anything of that sort, Woodstock. And he felt strange because people weren't as patriotic as they had been when he had died. So I tried to, not died, but been in the ice. I tried to make him dramatic and feeling he didn't belong in the world he was in now. And that's what happened, and the readers seemed to like it, and I kept my job, and thank you for asking, because it gave me something to talk about.
Thank you.
Or else I'd have just been sitting here looking blank, and you'd have wondered what you were doing here in the first place.
I'm going to take a question from the right-hand side. Guy, you there.
Hi Stan, big fan. I have a pretty simple question. Two good actors, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, got to play with you. And I would like to know, between two, who you think is more true to being a Peter Parker? Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield?
Oh, that's a tough question. By the way, you see, he's my translator because I'm American, so I don't understand English that well. No, actually, it's hard for me to hear with the microphone. It all sounds muffled to me. But anyway, Tobey Maguire was absolutely great. I don't know if you remember, but when it was first announced that he was going to play Captain America, I'm sorry, Spider-Man, everybody was unhappy. They said, how can he be Spider-Man? He doesn't look like Spider-Man. But then everybody loved him, and he became Spider-Man. Now you have Andrew Garfield. And everybody is saying, but he doesn't look anything like Tobey Maguire. How can he be Spider-Man? Well, let me tell you, I've met him, I've spoken to him, I've seen him in action. He is as good as Tobey Maguire. You're gonna love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I promise, and you know I wouldn't lie to you.
Gonna take a question from the